Hi there. My name is Anand Venkateshan, and in this video, I'm going to talk about, is it really worth to study abroad? Now, whether you're a college student or in grade 12 or currently pursuing a job, chances are that if you're considering studying in a university abroad, you are asking yourself the question, is it really worth the time and the energy and the resources that I put in? Is it worth studying in a university abroad? Well, so we thought that given our large pool of mentors who actually gone studied at various universities, some of them are even in fact working in plus jobs abroad, we thought we should collect some information and present it for your benefit. So in this three-part series, we're going to cover some frequently asked questions that will help you decide, this important question about whether to study abroad or not, and also other questions that might come along the way. Well, most of us think of studying abroad in, very glamorous terms. Well, it gives me the opportunity to, pursue a fantastic career abroad. Jobs outside of India are going to be plentiful. They're going to pay me in a different currency, dollar, euro, pound. Well, it's going to be intensely rewarding. Additionally, I also get to learn from world-renowned faculty from different disciplines. Well, that kind of expertise doesn't really exist in India. And finally, I also, get unique course structures, right? The kind of subjects taught abroad, the kind of research that is done in universities abroad isn't really matched by universities and colleges in India, right? So it's a very glamorous sort of view of universities and studying abroad, in fact. Well, I think there is a misconception. We tend to think of India as a rat race. Well, it really is so, right? There are many people vying for the same job, and growth, big salaries are very hard to get, and conversely, our view of the outside is kind of glorified. We tend to think that the basic necessities will be easily met, and additionally, the things that define the good life, a comfortable uh, job, having a car, having a nice house, living in plush localities, making plenty of money. These are things that are going to come very easily if I pursue my education abroad. And this over glorification tends to sort of blind us to realities, right? My suggestion to you would be, don't over glorify things, right? I think it's always better that you take a reasoned look at most of these parameters. Yes, it is a different system of education. Yes, the kind of courses that you get and the kind of curriculum that imparts education to you is going to be vastly different from that prevalent in India. But reality is that it's going to take time to adjust to such a program. If you're studying a bachelor's program right after school, then at least you get a year to adjust, to get used to the kind of expectations that faculty members have of students. But if you're studying a one-year master's, or if you're doing a short-term program, then it's going to be very hard for you to adjust to the new system. And I'm not saying that you won't be able to, but it's definitely a challenge worth your consideration, right? The second aspect, which is that, well, it's going to be a comfortable life. I'm going to stay away from home. It's going to be a comfortable, plush locality to live in. Well, reality, not all destinations, whether in the US, Europe, Canada, Australia, well, not all destinations are going to be, very comfortable. In fact, unless your family background is very well off, you will have to juggle multiple responsibilities. And I mean, you might have a part-time job, you might be doing a research or a teaching assistantship, you might have to do project work and internships, and all the while also juggling your academic responsibilities, right? Trying to keep your grades up. And this can really take a toll on many a student, and so you should really think hard about committing your money and resources before making up your mind about how hard you're willing to work for the degree, right? Similarly, it's sure the standard of living abroad is quite healthy, but adjusting to a new country, adjusting to a new culture. Chances are that there probably is even a different language that you might need to speak or learn. It's not going to be as easy as it sounds, right? So make sure that you do your research about the culture, about language, about climate, in fact, and that you are in that right frame of mind when you make the decision. And finally, and I think this is the point that is least understood by students, most of the opportunities that come your way will not be handed out on a platter to you, right? Unlike Indian universities, where there's like a system where employers can come, visit campuses, organize for placement drives, and select students, select candidates. Abroad, the system is vastly different. It is and entirely puts the onus on you, on your ability to network, on your ability to impress prospective employers, get their contact details, reach out to them, engage them in conversations, meet them for coffee, and finally, impress upon them that you're not just interested in the role being offered, but also a deserving candidate, and that leads you towards the job interview, the coveted job interview, that you need to crack, right? So it's not going to be easy. It involves a very, very outgoing personality. It involves a lot of involvement through the process, understanding the process, networking with people, and being proactive in whatever you do. And these are things that don't come naturally to some of us. We've been pampered by our education system, but by our parents, by the comfortable setting that we live in. So deciding to study abroad must be, that it must be a reality check if you consider, these factors. Well, things are not so rosy, but obviously the things that you need must be kept in mind. You need to be an independent person. You need to revel in the kind of freedom that you get in a new city, in a new environment. At the same time, you need to have plenty of initiative and drive in being in creating opportunities, in cultivating relationships, and so on and so forth. You need to have the focus needed to do well in the program. The education system is going to be different, so you better have the focus and the drive to adapt, and adapt, I mean, both in terms of the new curriculum and new city, but also to the changing requirements in today's world, where you might not really get the first job you seek, but maybe find an opportunity and a route that differs from the norm, right? So that adaptability is the key, and so if you have all of these factors, then I guess you're thinking on the right lines, and studying abroad will indeed turn out the way that you imagine it to be. Well, that sort of completes this video. Do watch out for other videos in the series. Like I said, it's a series of FAQs where I'm going to be talking about questions that you might have relevant to the entire process of applying and studying in a university abroad. Our services at Mentors Capital, we have a vast network of mentors, and I'm fairly confident that we can help you with each step of the journey, whether it's preparing for a standardized test like the SAT, the GRE, or the GMAT. We can also help you shortlist colleges, find the one that fits your profile, your scores, your aptitude, and your interests, and also help you through the application process, writing the essays, LORs, and all the other components, right? And finally, we also help with any assessments. Today, increasingly, you find that universities abroad have video assessments and online submissions that precede the final personal interview. And personal interviews come up only in the case of master's programs, but we pride ourselves on being able to do a great job at that. So do look us up. The link in the description will allow you to contact us, visit our website, check out our network of mentors, and do give me a shout if you think I can help you with some aspect of your own journey. My name is Anand Venkateshan. Thank you for watching this video. Do give a thumbs up if you liked it, and watch out for future videos. All the best, and see you soon.